Good morning, National Dayers! It's Mrs. Erickson. Today is Monday, September 25th. It is the 268th day of the year. There are 97 days left. Happy National Comic Book Day.
On September 25th, National Comic Book Day honors the art, artists, and stories of comic books. Fans, collectors, readers, and artists come together to celebrate the day with events across the country. First popularized in the United States, comic books are also called comic magazines. Generally, comic books produce drawn, sequential, and opposing panels representing individual scenes. Each scene often includes descriptive prose and written narratives. When placed together, the panels form a complete story or portion of a story. The earliest comic strips displayed dialogue in bubbles or balloons above characters' heads. As an art form, the designs can be quite intricate. For example, text, dialogue, personalities, color, and imagery enhance part of a storyline. Over time, these storylines also distinguished eras, artists, genres, and themes. The term comic book comes from the first book sold as a book reprinted of humorous comic strips. Despite their name, comic books are not all humorous in tone and feature stories of all kinds. Today is also National Cooking Day, National Daughters Day, National Lobster Day, and National Quesadilla Day. All right, National Dayers, we're going to make a comic book word today. Gather the following supplies. You'll need paper, a pencil, a ruler, and some markers. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw a comic book panel on your paper, and you can make it whatever size you'd like. So I picked about a 4-inch rectangle shape right in the middle of the paper. Today we're going to draw an onomatopoeia. And what that is it's a word that comes from the sound that the word makes. So for instance, oof, when someone trips and falls, or the sound an animal makes, like moo from a cow. That's an onomatopoeia. So we're going to start with drawing the actual sound. So I'm doing a dust cloud. So it's going to be big and fluffy with lines coming out of it to show that it's kind of exploding and some little puffs. And then I'm going to write the word, and I chose the word wham. So I'm going to draw it out, and I'm doing it in big fat chunky letters. So I'm kind of just outlining the shape of each letter. Now, to make it look like a comic book page, we're going to do big, strong black outlines around everything with shadows. And then, of course, erase any stray pencil marks so it's nice and crisp. And then you add in some color. I chose blue letters for sure on this one, and I'm going to add some dots in the background. The dots that are used in comic books were actually used to save money when the comic books were printed in color, so they didn't have to print the whole thing. They just printed the dots and you got the whole effect of the color. But now they've become a part of the style of comic book drawing. Pretty cool, right? I can't wait to draw the rest of my comic book.
All right, National Dayers, so I'm going to build off of my comic book, but I think this is so neat. I envision like a cat riding a scooter and wham! Right into the wall because he wasn't looking where he was going. I don't know. I think I'm going to go draw some in my comic book. Keep smiling. Have a marvelous Monday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
It's time for super spectacular shoutouts. Our shoutouts today start us off with Mr. Rudy, Mrs. Aida, Ms. Bianca, Mrs. Hema, Ms. Erin, Emma, JJ, John, Kevin, Andrew, and Joanna, and everyone in the Adult Transition Program at Coronado School in West Covina, California. Next up is Mrs. Hill and everyone in her high school MID program at Union Grove High School in Medano, Georgia. And our third shout out today goes out to Miss Gabby and Mrs. Jasmine and everyone in the 7th grade program at Lincoln School in Chicago, Illinois. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support. I hope you loved your shout out. Teachers, if you'd like to get your class a shout out, just complete the Google form. The link can be found below this video in the description. And here it is, our updated, super spectacular shout out map.